Hello, everyone, and let's just talk about anything and everything, whatever you would like to talk about. We just got done with, Bhumit is also there. Yeah, but we just got done with a fabulous class in Mumbai, which was ESSE, which I attended, and Rabjot was there, and ABC, where me and Bhumit were there. It was phenomenal. It was a different world, it's how you do space travel, and you like, no, astral travel or something. You go into a different dimension, go there, come back, and so it's a different energy altogether. And now you're back into your own space, which doesn't feel like your own space, but yeah, it looks very different, sounds very different, people are very different. And you're like, oh, I have to take care of household activities also. Oh, I have to have find a maid. Oh, I have to find oh my god, it's just like that. Yes, Rabjot.
Yes, what you're saying that, once you're back, it doesn't feel like you're back. I don't want to be
True.
here. I just want to be out there and just keep doing things, not really be in the house and take care of a kid and take care of my husband. I don't want to be here anymore.
Exactly. And what do we do with that? Like, can we just not buy into the limitations of their reality and get contracted? What if we could just simply allow ourselves to expand out? And I had to do that. I've been doing it almost every moment. And okay, expand. Okay, this is not working. Expand further out. Because you will be hit by all the contractions and limitations of people around you, and it's just there in your face. So, what is it that we can do now to be at ease with ourselves? Because all these big classes give you a lot of energy, and then you go puss. Okay.
You just be you.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Spontaneous. So I just wanted to sleep, and I was like, okay, ये time पे सोते हैं कोई? हाँ सोते हैं. Okay, fine. Sleep for 15 minutes. Sleep if you have to sleep. Okay, what if you did not have to go into the wrongness or the judgment of that? That, oh, can I do this? Should I be doing this? Oh, but I'm at home. I don't feel like doing this. Then don't do it if you don't feel like doing it. And in any case, if it is a feeling, please ask a question, who does this belong to? Because your body is giving you the information of other people's bodies, of what's going on around you. What if it's not yours? Who does it belong to? That's the only go-to tool that you can have. The moment you say feel, 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 hi Poppy. But what if that feeling is not has nothing to do with you? That's what Gary kept saying. Feeling is nothing. Go listen to that, buy that call called Feelings, and you will realize that it's a bullshit thing. Feelings are what body has. You're not just the body. So anyone, would you like to ask any question, any topic, anything? Let's just talk, whatever conversation you want to have. Like, what is it that we can talk about today? Yes, Margie. Thank you for asking a question even before you've asked it.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask you one thing. I have observed one thing that traditionally in traditional Indian families, like I have a younger brother. Me and my brother were raised parallelly together only in a one home. But when I see at my brother, he is constantly like looking for a bigger car, bigger phone, and I am like constantly saying I am constantly saving money. No, no, I don't want the bigger one. I want the smaller phone. I will go with Alto. That's enough for me. Like,
Why? Okay, which of your parent are you aligning or agreeing with? Which of your parent is like that? Because you have learned it from one of your parent that it's okay to live in a small world. And what if your brother has a different way of looking at life?
yes, like, मैम हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ वो चलेगा?
Yeah. I'll translate it because Poppy wouldn't understand what you're asking for. But yeah, you let me know and I will answer in English. Yeah.
थोड़ा फीलिंग हिंदी में नेटिव लैंग्वेज में एक्सप्रेस करना बेटर रहता है.
Yeah. I know it's easier
तो
to express in Hindi. Yeah.
मैम तो जैसे मेरी मदर ऐसे है और उनका ब्रॉटअप भी बिल्कुल ऐसा है कि अपने आप को सेक्रीफाइस कर दो. नहीं सब्जी मेरे लिए नहीं होगी तो चलेगा, मैं अचार से खा लूंगी. तो मुझे भी वही ट्रेनिंग मिली है कि आपको सेक्रीफाइस करना है दूसरों के लिए. और
Yeah.
जैसे मेल फिगर्स जो है दे आर लाइक कि नहीं हमको इतना चाहिए ही, ऐसा ही हमें रहना है. तो मुझे कॉन्स्टेंटली अभी ऐसा फील होता है कि जैसे मैंने गिविंग तो सीख लिया है पर मुझे रिसीविंग नहीं आता
Receiving.
है. तो कहीं ना कहीं जैसे
So what is your question? पहली बात है. What are you asking for? You know, okay, that's the thing that you've seen in as a setup. Poppy, she just asked the question that she's not asked a question yet. She's giving an awareness that her mother is a sacrificial goat, and she's only learned how to give. And a father or the male figures in her family, they know how to take, because they will demand and they get it. So she's like, I have learned to give, but I've not, nobody has ever taught me how to receive. What do I do? That's your question, Margi?
हाँ, तो जैसे अबंडेंस के बारे में पढ़ते हैं कि अबंडेंस कैसे अट्रैक्ट करें, तो इट इज अबाउट रिसीविंग। तो मतलब मुझे लगता है, मैं हमेशा सोचती हूँ कि मैं क्यों नहीं कर पाती हूँ, पर मुझे धीरे धीरे समझ आ रहा है कि जैसे मैं रिसीव करना जानती ही नहीं हूँ, तो मैं कैसे अपने आप को ये चीज में आगे ले जा
How do I?
सकती हूँ।
So how do I change it? Okay. So point is, you've done bars, na? You've done basic
नो
bars.
नो
You haven't.
नो
Okay. Have you received a bars session ever? No.
नो नो।
Can you go? But you know, the first and basic step of receiving, which I learned in this reality, was by getting my bars done and
ओ
getting my body to a bars class. Okay, we've all learned the same thing that you've learned, because we come from India, we or even Asia, anywhere in Asia. You go and then you're a girl, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. A good girls will do this, you know, they will give whatever you have. Sharing is caring. No, fuck knows, it is not caring at all. You don't share if you don't feel like sharing. So it's about giving. Okay, giving is better than receiving. And I know for a fact that a lot of people, they like to give, they want their hand to be like this, not like this. Okay, that's a common thing for with a lot of Asian, including
Yeah, that is definitely better, but when you are imbalanced, that is not the right way. Like when you don't know at
you
all how to.
realized it. You just realized it, and you realize that okay, your brother is showing you a different reality. That is, I would like to have a bigger reality. And then you come to spirituality, and the spiritual world says, you know, you should give up your desires. You should not have desires, and then you start
Yes, I
suppressing
know.
your. Yeah, I know, because you want to be a spiritual, moralistic person, and moralistic is like, oh, no, not having desires is a bad thing. You should not be having it. Everything that is to be destroyed and create, please. Yeah, and let it all go, because you learned it from those people who only have more desires. How funny is that? People who are having big lives, they will tell you not to have a big one. Interesting point of view, isn't it? So now everywhere you aligned and agreed with your mother or your father, or resist or reacted to your father because your mother was resisting and reacting to your dad. And so you learned how to not receive from men or from other people, because receiving is a bad thing. If you have too much, then you're going to be really, really a bad person. Can you please let that go now? Because that doesn't work. Okay, can you just let that go? And when you, for the first time, when you go and do bars, okay, somebody is running your bars, this is the first time ever you will learn to start receiving every judgment, because receiving, it includes everything and judges nothing. But the first time when you're going to be receiving, there's a possibility that your judgments of receiving will start melting down. When people are doing those 32 points on the head, you get a space where everything starts melting and you can start looking at things differently. It's okay to have more. You are now judging yourself that if I'm going to ask for more, people are going to judge me. That judgment will start melting away. Would you like to have something? You know, there was a time when I was in absolutely 3 hours meditation. I was in a spiritual world and I was so screwed up. I was totally messed up, and I would only keep crying while 3 hours of meditation also would not get me out of it. And I used to really fight and judge those people who would talk about brands, okay, and high brands and this brand and that brand, and I would feel
I'm
small.
there only. I'm there only. I feel like why you are spending so much when you can get the same thing at the lesser price. Like,
Exactly. Now, because see, if you're a humanoid, if you can do the same thing over and over again and not get bored with it, you're a human, and that's okay. We're not judging humans. But if you're a humanoid and you get bored, doing the same thing, and you want variety, you want different things. um you know what, humanoids are hedonistic. Hedonistic are, they thrive on pleasure. Okay, we would like to have way more than what we have. We would like to do different things. We would like to even experience different things. Okay, we are here for experiences, not to live a routine mundane life. How boring is that? Can you have the same vegetable every day? There was this one nutritionist who gave me a plan, and she's like, mandatory every day you have to do this. I'm like, are you kidding? Have you lost it? I can't have the same meal the second time in the same day. I can't do this. I would like to experience different cuisine, different stuff, and just start living a different reality. And there's nothing wrong in it, because you've taken this body for what reason have you come here with a body? Why do you think that we have a body? We were absolutely fine up there without a body, but that you made that choice to come down on planet Earth and have a body, then honor that body. What is that body asking for?
Expansion of the soul.
Matter what? Soul can get expanded anywhere. Why do you need a body for that?
Body is asking for the experience only, like
Exactly. So
experience.
where are you not giving the experience? Who sits in a car? Body. Who wears clothes? Body. Who is eating food? Different kinds of food? Body. And you're saying, I want to expand the soul. Go buy, tata. You can leave. The body is of no use. And that's what a lot of religious and spiritual practices tell you, that body is of no use. It's anyway going to die, so you start killing it. From the beginning,
Yes.
we're not really taking care of it. But if
Yes.
your body is going to go anyway, you're not going to be expanding in your life. You've taken a body so that you can experience the joy of having a body that is different, different movements, different, I mean, enjoying sex for that matter, having pleasure with food, pleasure with people. You require a body. At the energy level, you will not get any of these experiences. So if you've not been honoring your
Yes.
body, then why are you here? If you are here, then allow yourself to enjoy everything. And there is nothing wrong in having brands or bigger houses or bigger cars. What if that's not wrong?
Yes. It is my own judgment that I don't deserve that or that is not needed.
And who
Like
told you that? All crock of shit. Everywhere you've aligned and agreed with your mother, who was taught the same thing, and you're carrying on that lineage. Can you fucking pot that? Can you let that go, because it's not required?
it's like I am living in the cage of my own mind. Like I have created my own cage. Like this much is enough, and
Enough, yeah. And nothing. What if nothing is enough? And what if it doesn't have to be enough, and you can have way more than enough? You like it, you keep doing it, and you'll get done with it. There's something else that will show up. Why do you have to put down that thing and say, okay, this is enough? I think I'm too much. Oh, I don't deserve it. Universe, don't give it to me. Why would you do that? Why would you hate yourself for that, or hate yourself for that, for having more than what you require?
yes,
Okay, we would very, very joyfully, we are watching all the business tycoons on Insta reels, that they're doing this and they're doing that, and they're like having so much of everything, so much, too much, it's so much so that they're wasting a lot of resources, and that's okay. They have no point of view about wasting. Also, we have.
yes, because we are taught like that.
We've learned it now. It is time that we can allow ourselves to unlearn it and ask for something that will be fun, and do something else, something different, something more joyful. Is it joyful to sacrifice? I don't think so. Eh, Anyone here who's been sacrificing their life and has had very lot of fun? I enjoy sacrificing. I want to give more of it. But if you come to access, that point of view will change completely.
Okay,
I know
okay,
a
ma'am.
lot of people, on this call know about access, at least know about basic bars and all. But swear, your first step of receiving comes from getting your bars done. You don't want to learn
Okay.
it, that's okay, but get your bars done. That will give you a space of no judgment. And you will for the first time know, okay, it's okay to be joyful without any reason. Yeah. So that's
Yes,
a
ma'am. And I wanted to ask you one more thing. One small question is like about loneliness. Like the more you grow spiritually, we don't resonate with the people around us. Like we start staying more and more alone. Like I wanted to understand why I do like that. I don't like to sit with my relatives, my friends with whom I used to have conversation for the hours. Is loneliness a compulsory part of the spiritual journey?
It is an interesting point of view. Loneliness is a crock of shit. It's a lie given to us. Can an infinite being ever be lonely? You're an infinite being. Can you ever be lonely? It's a lie
But
given
ma'am,
to us. You don't
but ma'am,
enjoy
like
the same company, that's absolutely okay. You find new people, but then, I mean, being lonely is a lie given to us.
But
And
ma'am,
and
when we see the spiritual leaders like Swami Vivekananda, or like we have never seen them in a group of friends, or they were on always alone on their path.
but they were never lonely. See, being alone can be very joyful, and you like your own space. You like to spend time with yourself and be in your space with yourself. That is not loneliness. Loneliness is where you're just so sad for being alone on your own. You are being your own friend. You don't require anyone in a different space. Where have you labeled it as, oh, this is so lonely, it's very bad and I don't like it? It's a lie. So it's like same way, a lot of people who have too much money, we have judged them. Oh, it's very lonely at the top. You have too much money, then you have to be alone. You don't have friends. That's only an interesting point of view. What if you could just allow yourself to have too much money and be alone and enjoy your money to yourself? You don't have to give it to anyone.
Um,
You can if you wish to, but you don't have to.
yes, ma'am.
And
Okay,
trust
ma'am.
me, if you are spiritually sound, you'll have too much money. Like financially, also you'll do well. And if you're financially well, you can then also allow the spiritual side to come in. But in either cases, our perspective is, oh, that's so lonely. But it's not lonely. Trust me, it's not lonely. And you're in India, you can never be lonely. You will always have people around you.
Yes, ma'am. Understood. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you for asking this question. I'm sure the other people are resonating with it. How many people feel lonely out here? Even when you're with a partner, you can feel lonely. And is that your loneliness? Are you aware that you are perceiving people carrying this? It's not an emotion, but this kind of sense of being lonely, feeling lonely, or something that has been given as a vibration to us, or like electromagnetic imprinting that you have to be with a partner. It doesn't matter, could be a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter. But you have to be with a partner. And if you're not, then you have to be lonely. Everything that I brought up, can you let that go now? Because it's not required. And how many of you have to judge yourself for not having a partner, or having a partner but not having a partner? A partner who's not available. Oh my God, I'm so lonely. My partner is not there with me. Now what do I do? That's loneliness. Well, how do you define that being with a partner can eliminate your loneliness? It never does. You could probably feel more lonely than ever. And who does that belong to? Anyone? Any question? We are digressing. We're going to be talking about anything and everything that you want to talk about. So, is it loneliness again, or whatever? Just ask. Could be anything. Could be money. Could be relationship. Could be anything. You
Can you
can type it
explain
out.
us about the electromagnetic more? Because like yesterday I think yeah, kind of lonely, like crazy, cranky, and everything. And I do like who does this belong to, and then like all the crazy friends, and destroy and create all the relationship and everything. But the electromagnetic things is still interesting for me.
It is probably not even electromagnetic copy. It could be a personality. So, truth, was it a being or a personality?
Personality, yes.
And personality is kept in place by the electromagnetic components, so that you constantly keep repeating the stuff that is going on. So it is not yours, and you cannot send it by who does it belong to. You just have to ask, okay, what personality am I being here? Who am I being here? I mean, that personality, and is this personality something that is safeguarding you from something? We have created a lot of personalities that keep us away from being who we are. Okay, we have put it in place so that we can never access the being element of ourselves. So who are we being here? What personality is popping up? And it has an electromagnetic structure to it. So it is not going to go. You need to talk to it, and you need to kind of, the only way you can go beyond a personality is choice and allowance. You need to choose and say, hey, okay, fine, I know this is me too, and I've kept it for a long time, this personality. What am I getting out of being so cranky out here? And it's not yours, but something is going on which you're not being able to identify, and it's a personality that has surfaced. Do I need to hold on to this personality, or I can simply say, okay, bye, I don't require you anymore? And change could be possible instantaneously. So electromagnetic personality is nothing but a vibration that you have picked up, and because that's the way you have to live in your reality in order to deal with other people. That's how we create personalities. So with whom were you dealing with that got your personality to come out?
Yeah, in the morning I was like very down, and then do the clearings and everything. And in the afternoon I felt like, nothing, almost nothing. And at nighttime, like everything is just okay. So different with the morning shits.
Yeah, I mean, so okay, so what are you aware of when you wake up in the morning with the world that is going on? How many people are so screwed up that, oh, I have to wake up again in the morning, another one big day. Oh my God, why am I even alive? Like, are you aware of that? How many people wake up? Oh wow, today, new day, let's go. How many people do that? No, we don't, right? Like, have you ever heard birds having a bad hair day? They just wake up and like, and they just fly off, right? And they come back in the evening. They do the same thing every day, over and over again, and they don't have a bad hair day ever. They never say, oh, I'm having loosies. Even if they are having loosies, they're going to poop anywhere, right? They'll fly and poop, they'll sit and poop, and that's okay. They get done with it. And when they're actually done, they just leave. There is no crying or howling. How much of drama have we learned to live with that has become so entertaining that I would rather have drama than have interesting choices with the money, with relationships, and have more joy in life? Because joy is something that is prohibited in this reality. We're doing everything to be joyful, but while we're doing everything, we don't let ourselves be joyful. How twisted is that? Everything that is, can we let that go?
Yeah.
So that's the personality, electromagnetic personality that sticks to us. So let that be, let that go. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking that question. Anyone else? Anything? Related, non-related? No question is good or bad. Please ask. Just because you can ask, so you just ask. Bhumit is smiling, so I wonder what she has to say. Even if you don't have to want to ask, you can say something.
My world has literally changed.
Yeah.
A lot, yes.
And there were so many things that my body was sensing, and I was always in question that, what is this? What is this? Remember, if you remember, I kept saying about my legs that become heavy.
Mhm.
And yesterday, when I was about to miss my flight, but I literally got there on time.
I
And
know. And you
yeah,
must have used all the tools, I'm sure.
yes. And today I was watching this movie. I sat to watch the movie that they mentioned in ABC,
Which
and
one was it?
suddenly
I must be sleeping. Which movie?
I'll send you in the group.
Okay, fine.
So then suddenly I came across this poster which says Maidan. And I said, okay, let's watch this movie.
I've seen
So
that.
at the end of the day, they tell you that this is the only game that allows to write your fate with feet. So you write your fate with feet. And the moment they said it, I heard it and I was like in tears. I never acknowledged my legs because it took me right at that place when it was time for me to be at that place. And I was like, wow, the moment I had that energy, my world literally expanded and the pain vanished.
How does it get better than
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I mean, see, okay, so if you're getting hit at a particular point, um, is your body asking for attention from that point? Is the whole
Yeah.
thing. So that you can acknowledge it. Hey, you know what? You look down there, I exist. So how many people don't consider, their yeah, wow, boom, what else is possible? Yeah. So
Yes.
how many of you have really not looked at certain body parts because you're not supposed to? It's bad, ugly, should be hidden. We obviously cannot look at our back, but then can you talk to your back, and everywhere you're shoving everything behind your back? How many people have back issues here? And how many people are not willing to have their own back? Even if it's legs, like how Bhumit said, your feet can create magic, but you have not really acknowledged it also. Neck challenges. Oh, that's interesting. What does neck mean to you? Margie is having back issues. So what if you did not have to put anything behind your back or shove it under the carpet? Or what does back mean to you? What does it mean to you? Mukta, neck. What does neck mean to you? Let's start with neck so then Margie will get an idea of what we're talking about.
Responsibility.
Responsibility. And who said that you have to deliver every responsibility or you have to respond? You have to have the ability to respond in a particular way, which does not really mean anything. Everything that is, can you let that go now?
Yes.
And if you don't take it, if you don't do it, who else will?
No one.
Exactly. So responsibility. Okay. So what do you mean to your neck? If neck was something that we had to consider.
I didn't get it, ma'am.
Okay, so if you were to tell me that what does neck mean to you is responsibility, what do you mean to your neck? Now neck is there and he's looking at you. It's looking at you. What do you mean to your neck?
Support, I think.
And everywhere you're not willing to support your neck and yourself, you feel
Yeah.
that by the holding or fulfilling responsibility, you will support it. But the fact is, if you support yourself, you may not have to. It's okay if you kind of deliver your responsibility, so you don't. And back
Correct.
of your neck, right? It hurts to go do right, left, or it hurts to do up, down.
Left shoulder, left shoulder side, left
So,
side only.
so when you do right, left, it does it hurt?
No, right, no hurt, but in left side is some stiffness is there. Some
Stiffness. Okay.
strong something.
So what is that strong something? Someone holding you from there, or
Yeah, I
how-
think, yeah. Something is there. energies is there, I think.
So do
They need
you get are you insecure about your future by any chance? I mean, do you really think about your future or not?
yes, my career.
And that's that, yeah. So you're going to keep thinking about it. Think. So can you,
Yeah.
you've done basic bars, right? You've done
No, no,
something?
no.
You haven't. Okay, great. I would suggest, get a bar session done. I don't know what career you are in, but get a bar session done or learn bars. That will change the way you look at the world because it will get you to be in a question always. We don't ask a question. Access is all about asking questions. What is this? What can I do with this? Can I change it? If so, how can I change it? It's about looking at the world differently and getting inputs from a different reality, and creating a different reality. So bars is your basic step into the world where you can start living more practically in this reality. Poppy is saying a bit dis-ease
Thank
with
you.
your, yeah, thank you. A bit dis-ease with your right knee, not easy. No, it's not easy to bend it. Why? Okay. What does knee mean to you? Oh, knee. I think even women can tell. What does knee mean to you? Poppy, are you there? I think she's gone. She just dropped out when we
I'm
started
here.
talking about. You here? Oh, I can see you
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Knee. What does knee mean to you, Poppy? First thought. Don't think.
To step,
To step up.
uh, to lead the way.
To lead the way.
Change to choose, where to move.
Yeah. And where are you not doing that in your life? Is it hurting you to do that? To step
Yes.
up, to move, to change, to flow.
Hmm.
And yeah, so, and everywhere you've taken a rigid stand that you don't think you can move or bend. Can you let that go now?
Yes.
So, for example, uh, I will have water only from my bottle. Now, that's a very rigid stand. Well, I'd like to have water. I don't care however it shows up. Could be in a glass, could be in a container, could be the rainwater for all I care. I could just drink this way as well. But there's certain things we've decided, and those are not even choices. We have decided this is how it has to be. That's it. Now that's a very rigid stand. And when you have to bend or change, it's getting difficult to bend or change in order to move forward in life.
So just frack it.
Sorry?
Just frack it.
Track it or change it or just ask, where am I not willing to change the way I am currently being with myself, with my body, with this reality and
Okay.
everything. Something moved. Okay, fine. So where are you now willing to step up? Because for stepping up also you need to bend your feet, your leg so that you can step up.
Yeah.
And it's your right leg. So you would want to be so right in your step also. So you're holding back and you're just standing where you're standing. Pock and pod.
Pot and pop.
Pod and pop, yeah. Yay! That was a nice one. Bhumit is smiling. I think she got her awareness too with her right leg. Where am I not stepping up? What if you could just be in a question?
Thank you, Poppy and Kavi.
Yeah. Like, your body is constantly talking to you. Are you willing to listen to those silent whispers of your body is the question. We all want to be great people. We all want to be spiritually very sound and everything. Great. Nobody's stopping you from doing that and being that. But in that entire process, your body is constantly giving you that awareness that you're willing to have. It's something going on. It's something like, you know what? I was a person who would never go and get a blood test done or body profile and like occasionally that you have to keep getting it done. That's what they say. At least once a year you need to get it done. I was not that kind of a person. But there came a point where I was like, okay, so what information am I not willing to have? Let me go get the information so that I can work on it differently, right? And that's where the shift happened. And I'm like, okay, if I have to give my blood report, I have to get some information as per this reality, fair enough. That, I mean, that's a very basic thing that we're talking about. Your body is constantly giving you information. You need some kind of information as to where do I start from? What do I really need to work on? And that. So that's it for now. Like, thank you for your questions. If you have any other thing, we can talk. But thank you for today. It was fun talking. Thank you, Sarita. It was nice. This was short and sweet and crisp. Okay, we can just go come meet us and say thank you so much and thank you for being there. I mean, I just wanted to say today out of nowhere, a very healthy lady just passed away, and that healthy lady happens to be my son's teacher who teaches in school. And he just calls me, he's like, you know that man? She's no more. I'm like, oh, we just met her a month or two ago. What happened? Dengue. Okay, we have a lot of mosquitoes. Don't come to India. No, I'm just kidding. We have mosquitoes, and a mosquito can let you go. Is that how it is? And she's got 2 children, like grown-up kids, but still, it was too sudden. I don't want a new high-paying, comfortable, contributing job. Everything that is, oops. Was that an oops? No, that was an oops. Oh yeah, Rabjot is saying, oops was there, we discussed in SE. That was a cute oops. That, did I really want to go? Okay, but then I think I'm too damaged. Let me just go. I don't want to be skinny. Yes, you're using the tools. Thank you so much, Sandeepan. But when things can be in such a way that you're there today, you're not there tomorrow. Could you live for today and not wait for tomorrow? And not think what's going to happen tomorrow. If your today is amazing, tomorrow is going to be amazing. You're not bringing upon any kind of a negative thought that what will happen tomorrow and then ruin your today. Why would you want to do that? So ask more questions, live in the present moment, and just allow yourself to be completely wow. Yeah, wow. Yes, Marty. Yes, Poppy, you don't want a relationship. You would like to have a communion with yourself. Yeah. So thank you so much for today. Yeah.
So, Kavita, is that
Yeah.
a conclusion? Because when I read it, I don't want a relationship. I felt it
No,
as
they're
a
using
conclusion.
the tool
I
that
get
I
it.
don't want money. I don't want money. I don't want money. No, that's not a conclusion. You're doing it as a fun way
Yeah.
because want means to lack. I don't
Yeah.
lack having a relationship. So that's a different way. Like I don't want to be skinny will get you to be skinny.
Yeah.
So it's about playing with words so that the universe gives you what you're truly desiring actually.
Yeah.
So what she is saying is she would like to be in a relationship. I don't want to have a relationship is what you can say.
So, shouldn't there be a question
That's
more
another way.
than,
What
yeah,
would it take for me to have one? That's another way. But this is also a
yeah,
tool
okay.
to kind of play with. Like,
Okay.
money is not the issue you are. Money is not the problem you are. It talks about it, right? 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening. Talk about it. Yeah, I mean, sorry, use the tool. I don't want money. I don't want money. I don't want money. I don't want money. I mean, don't do it as a chant like I'm doing. I don't want money. I don't want money. By the 10th time, you're like, I don't want money. It's okay. Yeah, I don't want money and play with it and see because I don't want is actually not negative. I don't want is something which will get you what you and every time we've seen when we say I don't want something, you always get it, right? I don't want to meet that auntie. I hope she doesn't come. And that tada, she's there, right there, asking you questions that will make you uncomfortable. But yeah, that's how it is. So what if you could just simply either, if you're so clear, ask for what you would truly desire, or just simply say, I don't want this, and then see what shows up. It just, yeah, it changes the energy. Like you want money, but typically what you are asking for is, I would desire to have a lot of money. So then you then end up saying, I don't want money. It's fun. It's totally fun. Auntie example was fun. Yeah, right. That is so true. That's how it shows up. I don't want traffic. I don't want to be stuck. And then you're stuck. So either ask for what you're truly desiring. What will it take for me to get a freeway on the highway or in the city? Or so if you say I don't want to be late, you are going to get late. So wait, you need to see, you need to frame it accordingly. Yeah. So Sandeepan is saying whenever I say it, I start laughing. Absolutely. So I don't. You don't want to be fat. So what you have to say, I don't want to be skinny, and then you get skinny, and you won't get fat. Interesting. Play with it.
मैम एक्सिस बार के इंट्रोडक्शन क्लासेस के बारे में थोड़ा बताओगे? वो मतलब कैसा होता है उसका फर्स्ट क्लास, क्या कहते हैं उसको?
Access bar. You're in Ahmedabad.
यस आई एम, यस.
Are you in Ahmedabad? You can call me, and then I can explain it to you.
ओके ओके.
But because that's access bars, we don't have an intro class. We just have a 1-day class, which will teach you about the therapy and verbal processing, verbal tools, everything. But I'll call you, Marjorie. I'll explain it to you.
ओके ओके, थैंक यू.
Thank you. Ta-da. Bye-bye. See you again next week.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.